Hello. So we're going to make gozinak today. Everyone was asking, and I thought we can do some treats to also benefit our health and balance some hormones too, which I have seen a lot of women have issues with, women and men too. So girls wanted to start with sesame first. We need to roast it a little bit. Roast it, toast it lightly, very lightly. Why do we do that? Is because you either need to soak if it's nuts that are bigger in size. We're not going to soak sesame seed, right? Unless they're soaked or lightly roasted, they're not going to be absorbed very well because of the phytic acid that they have. So we can lightly roasted sesame seeds, and for a little more fun, we can add black one, right? Yeah. So let's roast it for a little while, and you can also bake them at 350 degrees, just until they get very lightly light gold color. So we're going to do here like that, and then we'll use this too. So let's wait a little bit, right? And while it's getting ready, I will tell you what women need to do, especially the ones that have estrogen dominance. There is thousands of years of technology that is very helpful in balancing estrogen, progesterone. With growing older, we have a lot of disbalances in our hormones, especially in today's world where the food is not that clean anymore, where we are bombarded as women with a lot of xenoestrogens. And those who don't know what xenoestrogens are, they are in our food, in our water, and a lot of it because of the birth control pills that we're throwing into the trash, and they get eventually into our water. Also because of the plastic is a big issue with all of our hormones, right? And using plastic tupperware, we shouldn't do that at all. Just throw away everything that we have plastic. Use stainless steel, glass. Those are a lot better. And because of these xenoestrogens, now we need to move them out. And that has a lot to do with all the autoimmune issues, has a lot to do with the liver being blocked, with the gallbladder stones. So all of these issues come from that. It's better to prevent from having all of this. Now, if you want to balance your hormones, it's very helpful to use, right, and I'm sorry for if men are watching this, but I'm going to talk about periods now. I know it's not very pleasant for men, but I'm sorry, this is what women are going through. And so from the start of your period, you have, usually it's 28 day period with most of the women. So you cut it in half, right? Calculate half of it. Usually it's 14 days from the start of the period. So calculate 14 days. During those 14 days, you need to eat flaxseed, ground flaxseed, put it over your salads, and pumpkin seeds. It balances estrogen. And during the next 14 days, second half of the cycle, it's a luteal and follicular phases of the cycle. And during the second half, we can do sesame and sunflower seeds. And you can do treats like this that would serve both. You're going to have dessert, and you're going to have the treat that, it's a treat that also will balance hormones. And why? Because they have, all these seeds have very healthy oils that we need to use. So it's very lightly roasted. See, I just got a little bit of fire on it. We don't need to roast it a lot, just a little bit to get the phytic acid out, you know. It's better tasting when they're more roasted, but we're not going to do that because then, you know, it's not that good for health. Okay, so we'll put it here for now. And we're going to use honey now. So this is wild honey, raw wild honey, which we need to warm up a little bit. Oh, it's not coming out. I think it's cooler now. Here. So the proportion of how many seeds and honey we should use is almost half to half. Like if you have 500 grams of the seeds, any kind of seeds, like I said, you can use pumpkin seeds, you can use sesame seeds, sunflower seeds. We're going to have to make sunflower seeds today also. So it's 500 grams of the, yeah, that one might be better to use because this honey is too hard. Okay, so we need to use as much as to cover these seeds, and usually it's almost half of the proportion. So if we use 500 milligrams of the, which is, it's probably around 300 gram, I've just ballpark it, and then for this amount we would need to use 150 grams of the honey, and I just ballpark it. I never actually measured it. And another thing, it's made with honey. We just heat honey to the point where it becomes sticky, and we're going to add very little of sugar in here. But if you don't want to use any sugar, you just want to do with honey, you can add a little bit of flaxseed, ground flaxseed at the end, you know, and kind of, because flax seeds are going to bind it instead of sugar. Sugar is there to make it stickier, to make it more like a clay, and to bind that and to make it into a candy. But this, you know, and those who have high blood sugar, those are the ones that need to use the flaxseed, ground flaxseed. Okay, and just leave it there a little bit so it will, you know, kind of like get in there, and it will be stickier that way. Another thing that I wanted to mention, those who have blood sugar, have insulin issues, also can use cinnamon. Why do we need to use cinnamon? Because it neutralizes sugar. And that's a tip for everything, you know. You have coffee, you want to use a little bit sugar in there, put cinnamon, you know. It's not going to, that way you're going to keep your pancreas working less for the same thing that you're taking. Cinnamon is a very good agent to be added to anything. You know, eating a little bit of rice, put cinnamon over it. It's very tasty, and also it neutralizes the sugar that we get from the, so it's not making insulin spiking very high and then dropping, and that's what we want to avoid with any kind of food that we're having. So this is, you know, it makes it liquid until it's going to be reduced to more sticky, and I'll tell you when to know how long it's going to be there, how long we should keep it. You know, very lower fire here. Let me get the spoon from here. No, this is not a good one. And this was given to me by my great grandma, this copper pan. We brought it all the way from Georgia. Gozinak is a Georgian food that Armenians used a lot while we were living in Armenia. It was used a lot over there, and so this is my great grandma's memory, and my grandma always was making it in this, but you can make it in any pretty much any part. I don't know, I never tried it, I don't know how it's going to happen, but I always make it in this because it's convenient, it's big, it's copper, it's old-fashioned, and the dessert is old-fashioned too, so that's what we're making, right? And I'll tell you that the things that also she taught me on when to finish it, when to finish warming up the honey. So when we get it and put it in, I'll show you with the cup. Okay, so we'll get cup of water. Yeah, so we get cup of water and 1 drop of it. It's not like a candy yet. It's not sticky yet as candy, because it should convert from the drop into the candy. Okay, almost there. Because why? As soon as it's going to be colder, it's going to stick like a candy, right? So this is what we're waiting for on here. And I'm going to add a little bit, very little of sugar for every 250 grams of oh, this one is for Sako? Okay, we'll make more. Okay. We'll make this one with sugar, with some sugar, and we're going to make another one with someone. We're making it for a husband of one of our very good sisters, and he's our brother too, who can't have sugar, and that's why we decided to make it, so we will be able, so he will be able to have some dessert. Okay, so and as I said, I didn't prepare the flax seeds, so we're going to have flax seeds with for someone who doesn't need to have, who can't have sugar. Okay, so this is pretty much ready. Now we turn off the fire, and that's all. And mix it in the honey. Make sure it covers all. Like this. Like this, so it's all covered. Now what we need to do for there, I'm going to put a little bit of oil here on the back of the pan. Here is the pan, and I'm putting it on the back of it because it's a lot easier. You can use parchment paper. You don't have to use anything if you don't want to. Just cover it with oil, so it will be coming out easier. And so we're just going to transfer gozinat on the top of on here. Now to put it in even, you can water it. You can also put oil on it, so it will be coming out easier, like this. Okay. It's still sticky. You can put oil too on it. Okay, so nice. I think I'll put oil better, but it's already done in here. Okay, and you can make it even like that. Yeah, and stick it into the, now it's hot, but when it's going to be a little bit warmer, we can put it in refrigerator or a freezer. It's easier to get it out from the freezer. Okay, but I prefer to cut it while it's hot, or to make like little you know, like this, to kind of open a way for the cuts later. And when you stick it in the freezer, it's a lot easier to get it out from there. When it's frozen, they will just separate into little pieces like this. Okay? Yeah. And it's a great dessert to have for the family. I'm going to stick it in the refrigerator, and maybe we can record the rest of it after we take it out. And